How's it going, everybody? Garrett here, bringing you guys a VFD Pro 1 Long Beach drivers meeting. Drivers meeting will cover everything we will, as judges, want to see as in qualifying and in tandem runs. And also extra stuff like where drivers should be on the track while other people are battling and everything. So I will be doing a run or a walkthrough for qualifying and also a walkthrough for tandems and everything. So let's get started here. We'll be looking at the game options as what will be used this weekend. The game type will be custom. Environment will be Long Beach. Track will be Long Beach East. Scenario is already locked today. Max players will be floating in between 16 to 24, but if we have media, it'd be 20 to 24. It all depends. Laps will be set to 2 for pit stops and everything. Difficulty damage is simulation. Collision mode is always on. Car class any, and drive type is at rear wheel drive. So moving back onto the track here, we'll be doing a walkthrough first for qualifying. Your 50 row will start at the stop sign, or I don't even know why I said stop sign, or the stop marker. From there, you start your 50 row. 50 row will end at the 500 meter or marker, or at the end of the black patch. From there, you clear to gun it. Now, we would prefer drifters to enter at the beginning or a little bit after the 200 meter marker. First clipping point will be inside at the Firestone, or you can say the red or white Firestone or the rumbles. It will be allowed, so you don't have to worry about that being deducted on anything like that. Now you will be deducted if you go anywhere past here, cause it really would upset the car a whole lot. But just keep note of that. The rumble is allowed. Anything past that, you will be deducted. Heading on to your touch and go, you want to get as close to the wall as possible. You have your outside clipping point. We will be using red line, but like I said in the course preview video, or stated in the course preview video, if you can get close to the wall as possible, that would be even better. Continuing on, your next outside zone will be here. Red line is legal, is preferred zone, but if you can get your car past that to the wall, like I said earlier, it'll be much better. Heading on to your last touch and go. On transition, you want to have your rear car towards this wall, going into your inside clipping point. You can be right here, and it'll go through as a clipping point. Or if you can get closer to this, I mean the red and white rumble strips will be allowed as well. But if you can't get near that, right in this area will be good. From there, you will finish off the run, and it will end at this pole or that white line. Now we'll be going back to the top for how we want to see tandems. Alright, back at the top for the tandem. If you're not battling or if you're not called up yet, please stay behind this stop sign, which is to the right over here. My fault, to the right. Or at the stop marker. Please stay behind that until getting called on. Now, how we want drivers to line up for battles. Left side or the stop marker side will be lead, and right of the other line will be follow. I repeat, left side or the stop marker side will be lead, and the right of the line or the other line will be follow. And the format, I forgot to mention, as for the format, it will be a top 32 format, and the way we will be running lobbies is one lobby would be 16, the second side will be 16, and the final to finish it off will be 16. So top 16 of finals will be the third lobby. Okay, continuing on, you have 50 row to the 500 meter marker, or to the end of the black patch, which will be right here. Continuing on, you will gun it from there. Now this part will be important here. Please pay attention to this here. The 300-meter marker will be your restart marker. I repeat, the 300-meter marker will be your restart marker. If you feel like you're not getting a good enough roll, you have the opportunity to stop or apply the brakes at any time by this point of the marker. So that way let the judges know that you want to restart. Now if this occurs a second time, if you're not feel like you're getting a good enough roll, one of the staff members will hop in and tell the follow car to jump the roll a little bit, so that way you feel like you're getting a good enough roll, so that way you can get a good pass. So continuing on, the entry point will be at the 200 or a little bit after 200. This will be in a heavy handbraking area, so please keep in mind of that. And also want to keep in mind for lead drivers that the lead car will be focused really heavily upon them, because this is a tight section and everything. Because if one mistake that happens, if you're leading, and I mean the follow car pretty much will have almost little to nowhere to go. They have either to shut the car down or either check up. And I mean, if the lead car makes that mistake, it will not go against the follow car. It will go against heavily upon the lead car. I mean, as for clipping points, I would get to that at the end. But touch and go is outside here. Get as close to this as possible. Outside zone, red line to wall. Your next outside is red line to wall. Your second touch and go, you want to get your rear end to this wall on transition close as possible, going into your last clipping point, which is inside. Then you will finish it off at this pole or the white line right here. But as I was mentioning, as for the run, like I said, the lead car will be heavily important, or we'll be looking heavily upon that. I mean, if the follow car makes mistakes, I mean, it will go against the follow car as always. But if that lead car makes that mistake, I mean, like I said, the follow car will have little to nowhere to go. So, I mean, if we see that the lead car makes that mistake and the follow car decides to shut it down, depending on how big the lead car makes that mistake. Now, if he taps the wall and keeps going, follow car, just keep flowing with the run. We keep note that it will be follow car's fault. But if the follow car makes a heavy mistake or crashes into the wall or nicks the wall or something like that, you can shut it down. Or if you think you can overtake, you can go for that. But it'll be safe to just shut it down. But anything like that, yes, like anything I mentioned previously, yes, please follow those rules and options and everything. And as for a moving clipping point, yes, you will want to take your lead car as a moving clipping point. So if there are missing clipping points or anything like that, I mean, you can take them as a moving clipping point. Or if you can hit the clipping points as possible while following them, I mean, you could go for that as well. But if you feel like you can't hit those clipping points, or if the lead car is just not taking the right line, treat the lead car as a moving clipping point. So we would take note of that and everything. But either or, you can either take the lead car as a moving clipping point, or if you feel like you can run the line regularly, you can use that as well. So either or. But besides that, if you have any questions, comments, please message me at initial die, or leave a comment in the YouTube video. Battles will go down Saturday. Qualifying will be Thursday and Friday. Tech Inspect Day will be on Wednesday. So I will have all that posted in the Facebook page, LFG page, and FM.net. So that would pretty much do it for the drivers meeting. You guys take care. See you guys this week.